Let's bring on board Vinit Bolinjkar to talk a bit about the markets from Ventura Securities. Vinit, hi, good afternoon. Thanks so much for coming on board. Going into 2018, one of the biggest factors, one of the biggest triggers that everybody said they will be closely monitoring is the earnings growth for the quarter gone by, which is Q3. How is it that you're reading into the performance of Q3, and basis of that, would you be reworking your strategy to navigate the markets?
So there are a couple of things, liquidity squeeze and global uncertainty and volatility has led to this quarter we expect to be muted. But I believe that liquidity conditions will start easing because the government is working on that. And although the results might be slightly subdued, I think we should be looking to buy into the market, because I think the growth story is still intact, and we expect EPS of about 700 in FY20 for the markets. So if you're an investor for a 2-year out scenario, then you're getting the markets at a 15.5 multiple. This is, I'm quoting at a discount to 780, which is the average consensus earnings of the market for Nifty 50. So if you're getting, even if you take a haircut on that of 10% and say, the EPS would be about 700, the market is available at 15.5 multiple, and which is about 10% lower than the average Nifty, which is about 18 times. And I think markets look attractive at these levels, notwithstanding the volatility.
Okay, Vinit, just also would like to understand, you've given a couple of names as your top gas bets. What is it that is making you so bullish on this particular sector to start with? And if you could also give us a rationale for the bets, Gujarat Gas, Petronet LNG and IGL being as your top three.
So, I think the government thrust on the gas sector is extremely positive. And if you see Gujarat Gas out there, what is happening is that gas has become the preferred fuel alternative to the earlier fossil fuels, and because of that we expect 10% growth in volumes. Now with the 10% growth in volumes and pricing factors coming in, I believe that we could see about double-digit volume growth over the next 3 to 4 years, and even outside, with the development of DMIC coming through, we expect this double-digit kind of growth to sustain over a longer period of time. So we are expecting about a 20% growth in top line and about a 38 to 39% growth CAGR over the next 3 years in the bottom line. So we are quite bullish on this stock, and on an intrinsic basis also the stock is very undervalued. If you shift to Petronet LNG, there also the story is similar. There's a lot of capex that they have done without incurring any significant debt increases, and gas is central to the economy now, and they are the largest importers of gas, and with 22.5 MTPA capacity coming up, which will go up to 27.5 by FY25. I think there is strong visibility of revenue growth over the next 7 to 8 years, and we believe that the stock is available at a very significant discount to intrinsic value. So these are the two stocks that we like. IGL, the story has played out, but the volume growth continues to be there, and so we continue to remain bullish on that stock also.
Stocks that you're bullish on, you've stated Kotak Bank, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank as your top banking bets, but there's also a mid-cap name that features on the list, which is RBL Bank. Now, of course, there are several people on the street who are betting on these big wigs. What is it that's making you bullish on RBL?
So, they have a very strong management team, and if you chart out the growth of small banks over a period of time, they've all had very similar growth rates, and RBL is no exception. So we expect that the high growth period for RBI Bank will continue over the next 3 to 4 years, and we expect this valuations also to be sustained. So among the private banks, we like RBL Bank, and I believe that the big alpha will be made in that stock.
Vinit, on that note, thank you so much for taking time out and helping us understand what are the stocks that you're betting on and what's your way forward in terms of strategy for 2019.